Have you ever sat across from someone who was saying all the right things? They were charming, they were helpful, they were perfect, but every cell in your body was screaming danger? You couldn't point to a single piece of evidence, so you stayed. You ignored your gut. And 6 months later, you watched that person dismantle your team, your relationship, or your trust. As an INFJ, your brain is a high-speed pattern recognition engine. You see the glitch in the matrix before the lie even leaves their lips. But the world calls this paranoia. Today, we are reclaiming your instinct. I'm going to show you how to move from feeling a lie to decoding a lie. We're going to turn your vibe into intelligence, so you never have to doubt your own reality ever again. Psychologists call this thin slicing, the ability of our unconscious to find patterns in situations and behavior based on very narrow windows of experience. For most people, this is a subconscious hum. For the INFJ, it's a high-definition broadcast. Your NI, intuition, is constantly comparing the current person's behavior against a massive library of human archetypes. When someone is being inauthentic, there is a mismatch in the data. Your bullshit detector isn't a magic power, it's a biological calculation. It's your brain noticing that the map they are presenting doesn't match the territory they are inhabiting. To stop looking paranoid, you need to stop talking about vibes and start looking for markers. A tactician looks for 3 specific gaps. The face-voice gap. The person is saying something enthusiastic, but their facial muscles, especially around the eyes, are static. The complexity gap. Liars often provide too much detail or too little. They either overwhelm you with the script or they shut down because the cognitive load of the lie is too heavy. The FE pressure. INFJs are uniquely sensitive to projected shame. If someone is lying, they often project a defensive aggression. You feel a sudden, unexplained pressure to agree or not ask questions. That pressure is the lie's bodyguard. Here's the tension. When you sense a lie, your FE, extroverted feeling, wants to maintain harmony. You don't want to make a scene, so you stay quiet, which gives the liar room to operate. When you finally speak up, the liar uses your lack of hard evidence to make you feel unstable. They say, "You're always so suspicious," or "Why can't you just trust me?" This is the gaslighting vortex. In a moment, I'm going to show you the Columbo Method, the tactical way to expose a lie without ever making an accusation, keeping your sovereignty intact while they trip over their own feet. A tactician never says, "I think you're lying." That's an emotional attack that triggers a defense. Instead, you act like the famous TV detective Columbo. You become curiously confused. When your NI detects a glitch, you lean in with intellectual humility. "Help me understand. You said X earlier, but now we're looking at Y. I'm sure I just missed something. Could you walk me through how those two connect?" By asking for clarification on the incongruence, you force the liar to elaborate. A lie is a house of cards. The more they have to build on top of it to satisfy your confusion, the faster it collapses. You aren't being paranoid, you're being a fact checker. This week, practice the tactician's audit. Identify the niggle. When you feel that gut turn, don't ignore it, but don't react to it either. Mentally label it, data point A, incongruence detected. The baseline test. Before you judge a lie, you must know the truth. Observe how the person acts when they are talking about something neutral, like the weather or their lunch. That is their baseline. Anything that deviates from that baseline during a difficult topic is a red flag. The 24-hour rule. If you sense a lie in a high-stakes situation, do not commit to anything for 24 hours. Use the time to let your NI process the patterns while you are away from the person's FE pressure. Your intuition is a gift, but your logic is the shield that protects it. Stop apologizing for seeing the truth. You don't have to be mean about it, and you don't have to prove it to anyone else. If your gut says no, the answer is no. You are a sovereign being, and you don't need hard evidence to protect your own peace. Trust the pattern, It has never lied to you.